So we had another awesome day here in kindergarten. I use that word awesome a lot, but today was a great day. We had a lot of fun celebrating St. Patrick's Day. Of course, I had to wear my new pug shirt, but we did. We had a blast celebrating St. Patrick's Day with our leprechaun traps. The leprechaun played some tricks around our classroom. It was a lot of fun. Alright, today's vlog, I wanted to go into a question, and this question has been asked by multiple people, and not just by me or to me. It's something that's been circulating around on Facebook and social media that I've seen a lot of lately, and it's about reading in kindergarten. And I've always been a big believer, and I still believe this, that reading is a developmental skill. Reading is not something you can force upon a child. And if you do, it's going to have a negative impact, in my opinion. You have to let a child explore this. It's a developmental skill. Not every child is going to be ready to read at the same time. Not every child is going to be at the same reading level when they leave my classroom or enter my classroom or go to another classroom. And I think it's silly that we expect that from all of them. I'm not a fan and I'm not a believer in the fact that they all need to be at this reading level to be meeting certain goals, because all of their goals should be different when it comes to reading. If you looked at reading in my classroom, you wouldn't see it happening in one way. We are reading books, but we are also reading through different games that we play. And you know I'm a big believer in learning through play. We do games, we do activities, we read books, we sing songs, we do all these different things that are actually reading skills. So I thought, to help answer this question instead of me just talking, because I think that gets old and you probably don't want to listen to it, I thought I'd show you some of my favorite ways that we read around my classroom. And it's not just sitting down with little books. There are lots of ways that we practice our reading skills. So take a look. This is just a quick little video, like I said, of some different things that I've shot throughout my classroom, some filming that I've done to emphasize all the different ways that we read. Enjoy. Now, if you want more information about this, because these are just my ideas, there are many, many, many articles out there to suggest both sides of the story and actually argue both sides of the story. Obviously, every good argument has two sides, and I don't think anybody's putting these articles out there to argue, other than the fact that there are people who believe that we're pushing kids too hard. Thankfully, I'm one of those guys who teaches in a district where I'm not forced to push my kids. I get to keep my room developmental and teach the way that I want to teach and the way that these kids learn. And obviously, it's working because my kids are meeting every standard they need to and they're getting results. Now, don't get me wrong. I want my kids to read, and my kids love to read. My students love to read because we learn through these games, and we learn through reading simple little books. We learn through songs. We learn through activities. They don't love to read because I'm forcing standards upon them to meet reading goals. They love to read because we read through playful learning. Whether or not you want to believe the articles that are out there, or whether or not you even listen to what I have to say, those are my ideas. That's what I do in my classroom. It works for me. Hope it works for you. If you have any questions, put them down below. Like I said, that's what works in my room, and my kids are meeting reading goals every single day by learning through play.